just want to talk about something real that really happened in real life, and I don't feel like it's talked about enough. I had a cousin. She was 30. God, it's too cold outside. I can't. Where did I leave off? Because I had to come inside. The car was way too cold outside. Okay, so my cousin, she was 30, and she decided that she wanted to get her boobs done. This was a while ago though that she got her boobs done. Shit, is my car on? Yeah, this was a while ago that she got her boobs done. So she got her boobs done. I think she got it done in Miami. I'm not sure. She was fine. But last year she went to this place in Miami called Eris something. Oh, it was called Eris Plastic Surgery. It was in Miami. So she thought, you know, I'm staying in the United States, like I'm not even going to DR. She was gonna go to DR to get her butt done this time, but she's like, I'm staying in the United States, like I was fine with my boobs, you know, I want to get my butt done now. So she decided on this place, Eris, and she actually didn't tell us the name of the place. It's my mama. Hold on. I think her mommy senses were tingling or something, because it's like she knew I was talking about this. She just had to put in her 2 cents, like, make sure you don't say too much information just like for legal purposes. All right. I won't say too much. I'll say just enough. She decided that she was going to stay in the US instead of going out to DR and get the fat transfer there. And she felt like that was a better decision because you know, it's in America, like anything's better than going to DR apparently. I feel like it was like a couple days before her surgery, her father passed away, and her father wasn't really in her life much. She was living with her sister. Her sister pretty much raised her because their mother passed away when they were young. So she lost her father and her mother, and she lived with her older sister, who was pretty much her mother because she pretty much raised her. So like, I feel like I know more than what I knew before, so my story is like ahead of myself, if that makes any sense. Probably doesn't, but whatever. So yeah, she lived with her sister, or she didn't live with her, but she was very, very close. They were like best friends. Like I've never seen sisters that close, honestly. Like I've really never seen sisters that close. They did everything together. Like if you didn't see one, you did not see one without the other. So that's just, I just want to like just give you a touch of their bond. She went to get the plastic surgery a day after she found out her father, or a couple days after she found out her father passed away, regardless of the stress that she was going through, you know. I believe that the first time she was trying to get it done, they turned her away, like the first day, because she was too nervous and her heart was racing, and I guess they can't perform surgery if you're like, your blood pressure is too high, so she had to wait. But she was getting frustrated because I guess she was having, like, you know, bad intuition. Like I don't know, like I just, when I heard the story, I just felt how she might have felt in that time. Like, could you imagine putting yourself in a situation where, you know, you don't know if you're gonna come out alive or not? Like, that's kind of scary. And I feel like she felt that in her heart. Like she knew, because she wrote a letter before she left. So it's like she had an idea or something, and it's very eerie, but it's really weird. she said that she saw a billboard with her father's full name on it when she was riding into Miami, and she asked her sister, like, if this is a sign, like, should I go back, like, should I just not follow through with this? And her sister was just like, just go get it done, like, you know, hurry up back, and that, you know, so you can get it over with, and, you know, it could just be done, because this is something she really wanted to do. So she went on and did it. The surgery went fine. I'm just gonna give like a range, like a time range. So she got the surgery like the end of March, like the 29th or something, and it was like that weekend. She was supposed to stay the whole weekend and then see the doctor that next Monday, and she was just so like anxious and eager to go home. Like, she didn't want to wait for the doctor. Like, she was just like, you know, I feel fine, like I want to go home, like I have to go home. She just wanted to go home. So she basically left, I think a day before she was supposed to, or before she got the doctor's approval. And when you have any type of surgery, you're not supposed to fly. Okay, so it says things you should know about flying after plastic surgery. It's slowly becoming a common practice for patients to travel for their plastic surgery. Whether they travel dozens, hundreds, or thousands of miles, patients are leaving town to reach their ideal plastic surgeon. So what makes it a risk? Travel by air is generally considered one of the safest methods of travel, but it can pose health risks even if you aren't recovering from surgery. These risks are heightened during your recovery period, which is when you're likely to be traveling. Clotting is a particularly concerning risk for patients, especially if the clot is a deep vein thrombosis. A vein thrombosis, or DVT, is a clot that forms in the deeper veins. The clot can become quite large, oftentimes without detected. Eventually, the clot can become large enough that smaller pieces break off and begin moving into the bloodstream. If that piece gets stuck in your heart, you can have a heart attack. If it gets stuck in your brain, you can have a stroke. If it gets lodged into your lungs, you can have a pulmonary embolism. All of these effects are fatal. She left before she was supposed to leave, without the doctor's permission. It's a very hard question to ask whether or not it was truly her fault for leaving before she was supposed to leave, or if the surgery was, you know, a little botched, you know? She gets home, and she actually makes it home safely. Like, she was home with her sister. She was back on Instagram posting her last post. Made it home safely, adjusting to normal life, and loving my results. Thanks to all you dolls for your kind words and support. Eris, they used to call like each other's dolls. I feel like they had like a girls' chat room or something, because it seems like some of the girls had bonds. And I could even see on her page some girls commented saying, oh, like, how are you? Like, are you okay? She did exactly what she wasn't supposed to do, flying too soon. She ended up having an embolism. And she said that her arm was starting to feel numb. She couldn't feel her right arm, and it started traveling up her arm. She was with her sister, and eventually she stopped breathing, so she called 911. And the ambulance came, and she was rushed to the hospital. But unfortunately, she didn't make it. She didn't make it. The way I found out, I was at work the day. My mom called me. She kept blowing up my phone, and I had no idea what was going on, but I'm like, somebody died, because she's blowing up my phone. Like, she never blows up my phone. Somebody died. And at first I thought it was my grandmother. who has passed away now, but at the time she was still alive. So I thought my grandmother passed away, so she kept blowing on my phone. And I was bawling, but I couldn't even work because I was just sitting just replaying scenarios in my head. I didn't even know what happened yet. And I just didn't understand, how could somebody die this way? Of all the ways to die, I was trying to understand. No, she didn't. She didn't go get her butt done and then die. That doesn't happen to people close to you. That happens to people in an article. You read that in an article and you're like, oh wow, that's really sad. That's really crazy. I'm glad it didn't happen to me. No. No, it happens. It happens. It happens. It's life, okay? And I want females to understand that this is real, okay? You are putting your life at risk. Your life, your one life, at risk when you get plastic surgery. And who are you really doing it for at the end of the day? Do you love yourself how you are? Because everybody has flaws. Everybody. Nobody's perfect. Even these girls who look perfect, these girls on Instagram who have these perfect bomb-ass bodies, they're the most insecure because they got the plastic surgery in the first place. I'm sorry, I get so passionate about this because I've been holding this in for so long, and I hear too many people talk about, oh, I want to get plastic surgery this, I want to get plastic surgery. Are you serious? Why do you want to get plastic surgery? Why? Because honestly, all these girls who got plastic surgery, they're not doing any better than anybody else who hasn't gotten plastic surgery. Think you're gonna get more men? You think men are gonna stay committed to you? Do you think that you're gonna feel more beautiful? Who's gonna tell you you're beautiful? Who do you need to tell you you're beautiful? You just need to understand and know in your heart that you are beautiful how you are, period. You cannot walk around this universe thinking that, sorry, all right, let me calm down. You cannot walk around this universe believing that you're uglier than everybody else. Do you really feel that way? Do you really feel that you're the ugliest person? And if you just got one little enhancement, that's just the little push that you need to feel better about yourself. How about you feel good in other ways? How about you self-love yourself? How about you appreciate yourself for what you already have? How about you appreciate your mind and your soul and your energy? Because that's something that's irreplaceable. That's something that nobody can ever take away from you. Because everybody has their own energy. And everybody's energy is precious. I'm not saying everybody's good, but nobody starts off bad, okay? Nobody starts off bad. Just had to get this off my chest. If you're thinking about getting plastic surgery, I want you to think again. The name of this place was Eris Plastic Surgery. Eris Plastic Surgery. Eris Plastic Surgery. They had another name before. It was Vanity Cosmic Surgery. And their new name is now Imagineer Plastic Surgery. And she's seeing Dr. Daniel Calva. Dr. Daniel Calva is who did the surgery on my cousin. That ended up giving her an embolism. Dr. Daniel Calva. So if you hear about this name, if you're thinking or second guessing it, I hope you come across this video. You think about your family. You think about your life. You think about your love, and you think about your light. And you just, think again.